What is going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 33 of Littleroot Lessons. As always, I'm your host, Carter Noble, joined by our fantastic co-host, Carl Wilkin. What's going on, man?
We have about a week until Crown Tundra drops, so the hype is building, and we wanted to just kind of slow down a little bit, look at some of the stuff we're excited about, talk about Monotype Draft League, which started this past week.
Yep, we had
some other fun stuff that's happening this past week.
By the time this goes up, all the week 1 matches should have been played for Monotype League. Mine is up on YouTube. Did I send that to you?
No.
Oh, okay. I need to do that when I get home.
Yes, you do.
But let's see. I played against
Electric.
Yeah, I played Electric
Against CJL78.
Yes. Dude, every time I think it's CLJ and it's CJL, and every time I'm just like, I don't remember which one it is, so I need to look it up.
Help! I don't know my opponent.
I know the 3 letters. I don't know the order. But it was a sweet match. They brought Rotom Wash, and Emolga.
There you go.
I'm just like, I was really leaning into like Crocodile and Tyranitar, and then Emolga's just like, I don't care.
I don't care.
Like, you can spam Earthquakes, I don't care. And then game 3, I lead Tyranitar and something. I'm like, well, it was Tyranitar Pangoro because I was going to trigger Policy.
Mm-hmm.
And I Dynamax, and I go, I really hope he doesn't click Rain Dance on Emolga and Dynamax his Rotom to Hydro Pump me. And then, literally, as I lock it in, I'm just like, I guarantee that's exactly what he's doing. Because I was running Mold Breaker on Pangoro, so I can still hit Rotom, but obviously I can't hit Emolga because it's just because of its typing, it's immune. Whereas with Rotom, it's because of its ability, so I can actually still hit it with Mold Breaker with Bulldoze. And as soon as it happened, I'm just like, oh, I know where this is going.
I know what I've done.
Just one shot's my Tyranitar. It's like, great. So game 1 was really good. For me, game 2 was really close. Mm-hmm. It was a fantastic game, and then game 3, it immediately got blown out. Just, yep, that's not great.
Yeah,
and died. So, currently 0-1.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah, it's whatever. We got a couple weeks to rally back. 3-1 can make top 4. So,
yep.
That's all we gotta do.
Exactly.
How's your match?
We haven't played yet.
Okay,
as
cool.
of recording.
You're playing literally as soon as we get done recording.
As soon as we get done recording, I'm playing, and my team has gone through a couple iterations. I had a team that was really, really cool, and this is like a bunch of ground resists and whatnot, like for steel types, which is already like hard to come by, and
ground resist, and you had air balloons and all kinds of sweet stuff.
And I had a bunch of cool stuff, and I was testing with Evan, and he brought every single ground type with a fire type attack. I'm just like, yeah, this isn't gonna work.
This
really ends up being what happens on my opponent should be smart enough to do that, and so like we need to come up with a new plan. So we have we audibled hard. We found out Doublade, not with these EVs, these are just like whatever, but max HP, 132 defense, survives max Quake from Excadrill Life Orb. Has a chance to survive that. Ooh. We are bulky.
Yeah.
We are a bulky boy.
Eviolite does that, man. Just adds so much extra bulk.
So, we're playing Doublade here with Eviolite, Iron Head, Shadow Sneak, Solar Blade, and Swords Dance, or Protect, whichever one you want to put on it.
Solar Blade is so cute.
Yeah, right? I forgot Solar Blade's a move.
You only ever see it on, like, Leafeon? Usually
you see Leaf Blade.
Yeah. Like, everything that gets Solar Blade also gets Leaf Blade, typically.
Not Doublade.
Well...
Doublade's like the one exception. Doublade, Axe Slash, the whole line doesn't get Leaf Blade, which is weird.
I mean, understandably, like, you're not made of leaves, so why would you get a blade of leaves?
I don't know. Why do we get Solar Blade?
I don't know, man, because you're in the sun.
Cling! Just blind him. But so we're running Solar Blade on Doublade. We're running Solar Beam on Duraludon. Sunny Day on Klefki. So I don't have to max Overgrowth everything.
This is adorable.
We have pretty standard Corviknight with Ironhead, Bravebird, Bulk Up, Roost.
I know you sent me a team. You're like, hey, I need this Berserker. I need this Bronzor.
Yep.
Bronzor.
Yeah.
And then something else I was going to breed for you. And I get like 2 of the 3 done. And then you message me the next one. You're like, hey, I don't need any of that. I'm like,
yeah.
All right, fine, whatever.
Don't need any of it.
Just waste my time, why don't you?
Yeah. But now we were using Bronzong because Bronzong's bulk. We're using Bronzor because Bronzong's bulk is just a little bit worse than Bronzor with Eviolite.
But your HP is higher with Bronzong?
HP is 10 points higher.
As opposed to your
it's
defensive
57 instead of 67. And then it's 80 instead of 116.
It's not bad.
It's not terribly noticeable, but it's enough.
I noticed you don't have a Grass Knot on your Bronzong anymore either.
Yeah, this just wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, that's fair.
We're running Ally Switch. I'm being a scrub and running Ally Switch because I'm going to need all the help I can get.
So, I know you were helping Evan, and then he messaged me Wednesday morning. He's like, hey, can you throw together a bug team? I need some extra prep. I'm like, yeah, no big deal. And so then I sent you the team, and our teams were pretty similar.
Yeah.
And then I actually played against Evan, and he has grass. And I'm like, oh, I need to change some things because Rage Powder and Sleep Powder on Butterfree don't work.
Exactly.
And Rage Powder on my Volcarona don't work. So it could be 2 seconds, I'll switch this up. So I cut Butterfree completely and added in Rabombi.
Nice.
And Speed Swap onto Scizor is absurd.
I specifically made sure I didn't have Rage Powder on my Volcarona because it just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I turned Rage Powder into Will-O-Wisp.
I was doing Quiver Dance shenanigans.
Yeah, I didn't want to set up.
Like, I had Focus Sash on it, so it's just like one Quiver Dance, and then we just try to go off from there. I missed a Heat Wave, and it was like super costly.
I speed swapped onto Scizor, and as a result, I'm faster than Venusaur, and dual wing beat one-shot Dynamax Venusaur. Like, not both hits, one-shot it. No, the first one.
Yeah, that works as long as you hit your wing beats.
Just go away. Who knew that Choice Band Scizor was good?
Right? I did.
300 attack, man.
See, I did. I've been playing with it on the laddering episode this past week, and it put in a lot of work.
I need to watch the rest of those. I know I watched the first one, and you missed like 3 dual wing beats in the first match or whatever. And just like,
it was super important too. Because like if I hit the wing beat, Urshifu goes down.
Yeah, Urshifu lived on 1. It's just like, oh, that's so bad.
Yeah.
But let's see, what other teams do we have from Draft League? I know everyone has been posting theirs as they play.
I got to watch Swede play against. Who did he play against? Is normal against flying, right?
Yes. And Swede and I did a little bit of prep work. He brought in DD female, right? Mm-hmm. To set Psychic Terrain. But Psychic Terrain doesn't stop priority moves if they have a flying type. Yeah. So he runs Fake Out.
Yeah, because they're not grounded. Yeah.
And it was super cute. Just do a search. Search in Draft League has file.
Well, that makes you pull the keyboard out.
Come on, man. You should know how to do things like this.
You're just making me work harder.
I know. You're supposed to have all this prep work done. It's not like you're, well prepared, because why would we be prepared for anything? Yeah, open that up.
That'll work.
There's Swede. P2, Silk Scarf PZ. P2 with Eviolite, Psychic Seed and DD, Focus Sash Heliolisk, Assault Vest Braviary, and Choice Scarf Cinchino. That's actually something him and I were... He originally had Ditto, and he was saying something, I'm like, bruh. Choice Scarf Cinchino, Rock Blast him.
Blah, blah, blah.
And then I start looking, and it gets access to Triple Axle, which works with Steel Wing. So as long as you hit your first one, you hit them all 3 times. Notably, Rock Blast is still stronger than Triple Axle. I think it's 125 versus 120. But Triple Axle still hits really hard. So, yeah, this one was sweet.
They had a real close game. Went to all 3.
Yeah,
if you want to go check it out, you can go check it out. I think the VOD is on Swede's Twitch channel at Swede_PS4.
Yep. And then this is from Tim K?
No, this is that one.
Oh, New DNSB. Who I believe... Yeah, Chris. Okay, cool. So we have Corviknight, Ironhead, Body Press, Brave Bird Roost, Weakness Policy Corviknight.
Yeah, that was the cute thing about that.
Yeah, that is really cute. Focus Sash, Frisk, Noivern, nothing overly...
Super Fang.
Yeah, Super Fang's some hot tech. That is to say the least.
Yeah.
Lumberry, Braviary.
I guess keeps from being status, which is cool, but outside of that, I'm not sure Lumberry is like the correct thing to do, especially since you're not using Life Orb on this team.
Alright, I got one for you. How about White Herb, Unburden Hawlucha?
That's cute. We have to close combat first, so that's fine.
Notably, we have Tailwind already on Noivern,
Yeah.
so getting to go fast anyway is fine. But I believe the only normal type that gets Tailwind is Braviary.
Yep.
Off the top of my head. So that was one thing that Sweet and I kind of were talking about. It's just like, do you really want to try to play the Speed War against the team that has
all flying types?
47 different Pokemon that have access to Tailwind or something?
No.
Just like, nah, just don't worry about it. Just if they want to go fast, let them go fast. And then rounding out the team, we have
Togekiss and Togetic.
So not only did we see P2 and PZ, but we see Togetic and Togekiss on the other team as well.
Agua Togekiss with Super Luck, Light Screen, Dazzling Gleam, Protect, Follow Me, and then Togetic, pretty much the same kind of setup, except we have Serene Grace, Dazzling Gleam, Follow Me, Morning Sun, and Light Screen.
Yeah, who needs Protect when you can just heal yourself?
Exactly. But we're also bulky enough that we don't have to worry about getting one-shot.
Yeah, exactly. So, I didn't get to watch all of their match. I got to watch Game 3 because I was at work, and I'm just like, I got time. I can watch this real quick.
Game 1 and Game 2 were real back and forth. Game 1 went to Chris, and then Game 2 went to Swede.
Oh, so Swede reverse sweeped him.
Yeah, and then Game 3 was down to the wire.
Yeah, I clicked in basically like halfway through Game 3, and then the ending is just like, alright, this is going to be really, really close. And it came down to like Roost and like Corviknight went for Roost. P2 set up Trick Room, and as a result, P2 then says, "Nah, you don't get to Roost anymore. I'm gonna take you out."
I found
yeah. So Damp Rock Emolga. I actually haven't looked at this, so this is all pretty fresh to me. Okay, so we have Damp Rock Emolga. That explains Rain Dance. Rain Dance was actually really important as well because it takes away my sand.
Yeah.
So it takes away my my special defense boost on Tyranitar and Crocodile. Really important. Pretty great. Only damaging attack on the Emolga was U-turn, which was kind of whatever.
Need to get out.
Notably, Emolga had Speed Swap, and it used it a couple different times, particularly on Rotom and Luxray. I'm just like, both of those are already faster than both of my Mons in play, so I don't quite understand that one. But whatever. And like, Speed Swap only seems good here for Dracozolt. Like, everything else was naturally faster than everything I had anyway. Like, Galvantula never came out, but it seems fine here. Jolteon came out exactly once, and it died to Crocodile. Crocodile Darkest Lariated, and it melted. Dracozolt came out a couple different times. Assault Vest, Dracozolt, not surprised to see that. And then Guts, Flame Orb, Luxray. First time it came out, I'm like, oh, that's going to be really annoying because, like, when I saw it in Team Preview, I'm just like, this is going to be super annoying because it has Baby Doll Eyes, it has Intimidate, and my only special attacker is Hydreigon. And then it comes out.
Incorrect.
And as soon as it comes out and Intimidate doesn't go off, I'm like, oh, that's guts. I am going to die.
You're dead.
So he brings it out after I knocked out Rotom. Dynamaxes it and Starfalls into my Hydreigon to take it out.
Mm-hmm.
Which then prevents Flame Orb from triggering. So I'm just like, okay, I don't think I missed Intimidate, but it's not burnt, so it's not Flame Orb. And then next turn, he Max Lightnings, and then his Flame Orb triggers. I'm like, I knew it, I'm a genius!
Yeah, this team's cool.
It was a
it's
fun
nice
team.
seeing like the Monotype leagues. Like this is the fun part about Monotype is you have to like it's even harder. I feel like these are harder to do than actual draft.
Oh, for sure. Because like in regular draft league, it's just like, okay, what's your fastest thing? Okay, I can speed creep everything to be faster than that. And, like everything else is just extra bulk. Here it's just like, okay, what is the fastest thing you could potentially have ever? Now add a Choice Scarf, add potentially Tailwind. Do you have access to Trick Room? Just like, there's like, a lot of stuff going on, and it's just like, you had to, I think Electric Mons, I think Evan put up a graphic for us in mod chat, and it's just like, there's like a ton of viable Mons in each type, and like, I think Dark had 28 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, it's super, super cool just being able to see how many of each type that are actually viable. Because like when it comes to Dark, I have like, I think Dark comes out to 29 overall. Yeah, here we go. So Electric has 40 total Mons in Sword and Shield. 29 of them are quote unquote competitive.
Actually like usable.
Yeah, I mean that's taking out not fully evolved and stuff that doesn't have a niche or gimmick.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of Mons you have to prep for.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to, here's 10 Pokemon.
Yeah.
You get to learn these 10 Pokemon this week. Here's just like, okay, good luck. Yeah, so Dark, Evan here has 30.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, there's a few of those that I disagree with, obviously, because, whatever. But he also breaks it down by, okay, what forms of redirection do you have? Do you have Tailwind? Do you have Trick Room? Fake Out? Like, what do you have access to? It's like, okay, Dark has no redirection.
Yep.
So in the event you're a member of the draft league and you're listening to this and I play you, just ignore the next 3 minutes. My only Tailwind setter is Mandibuzz, which would have been, in theory, it's great because then I can potentially outpace the Electric ones. But then I'm also bringing the only Pokemon that's weak to Electric to the worst possible matchup it could come to.
Yeah.
So,
not worth it.
So then my next thought was, okay, maybe I can just go slower and bring Malamar for Trick Room. And the more I play with Malamar, the worse I liked it. So I'm just
Malamar's not a good trick.
Out of here. Go away. And so, do I have a screenshot of my team? I think I shared it.
I'm pretty sure you shared it.
I know I have a picture on my phone. I can pull it up here. Ended up bringing Weakness Policy, Tyranitar, Choice Specs, Hydreigon, and it was... Hydreigon only came out once, but it picked up a KO, so it did everything it needed to. It dealt with the Rotom. And then Moxie, Crocodile, Life Orb, just is the big damage dealer of the team. Assault Vest, Pangoro, Mold Breaker, like we talked about earlier, to hit the Rotom forms that I anticipated. And I mean, ultimately, I was really hoping it would be either Heat or... I was really hoping for Heat because I think I had the better matchup against Heat. But ultimately it was Wash, which was the one I really didn't want to face. But, whatever. Prankster, Lagging Tail, Grimmsnarl with Screens and Trick. Notably, Screens was not very good. It seemed like I would set screens and then he would one-shot me through them. So it just, never really mattered.
Huh.
It's that's really awkward. And
I
then
mean, that's what electric types do best, is just
yeah, they hit really hard.
Hit really hard.
And then the last slot was my tech for the week. My quote-unquote tech.
Your skunk tank.
Choice Band, Stench, Stunk Tank.
It's gonna blow up.
It did nothing.
That sucks.
It used Dig, and then it came down to the last mon against Rotom and Molga. It's like,
Blow them up.
I can't. I'm choice banded into Dig.
Oh, that sucks to be you.
So Skunk Tank came out once, and it did literally nothing. And like, the worst part is I didn't bring it game 1. I brought it game 2, but game 1 he double protected on 1. So when I led it game 2, my intention was to blow it up immediately. Mm-hmm. And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, oh, I don't feel safe blowing this up because if he double protects, like, I'm just screwed.
No guts, no glory. Just blow them up.
And in hindsight, blowing it up was 100% the correct call.
Yeah.
So
just blow them up next time.
Yeah. This match was fun. Usually when I lose a match in Draft League, I think, man, I missed this. I didn't think about this piece of tech. Like, there's a lot of things that, like, all the information is directly in front of me in normal Draft League, and here's just like, man, there are so many things I wasn't prepared for. There was a lot of things that, like, I thought I had handled, and in reality, it's not that I wasn't prepared for them, but together it was harder to actually prep for, I feel like. And this is something you talked on, but it feels weird not being able to, quote-unquote, test for this format. Because, like, on Draft League, I can just play my matches on ladder and get experience with the team, be able to say, hey, this works with this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
like,
for Monotype, it's a lot harder. You can just, like, you can just run into 2 or 3 fire types on the same team, and then your Monotype Steel team does nothing because they have 3 fire types.
So, notably, I had to play on Series 5 ladder because I have Tyranitar. And every team I run into it just has Togekiss. And it's just like, alright, Dazzling Gleam you. It's like, please stop.
Blah.
Please stop what you're doing. So, it's a lot more of, you know, I'm going to talk to people and be like, hey, can you throw this together for me?
Planning against, like, that's the whole goal here is just like, we have this league divided into 2 pods, essentially, of players. So if you're worried about players in your league practicing with you, just go ask people in the other pod.
Yeah, that's the best part. Is like, you know, Carl and I are in different pods. I can be like, hey, can you throw together a normal type team this week?
Yeah.
Or I can just go to Sweden and be like, hey, what are you playing? I want to see what you're playing so I can be prepared for it. And he'd tell me to, you know, bugger off.
But that's what's great is like it's gonna be it's like it's the 2 pods can actually like help each other and just like push each other to do better, which is really cool.
I can't remember who has Dark in the other pod. Is it Bauerdad?
No, Bauerdad has Water.
Is it Bauer Uncle?
I could tell you really quick.
Yeah, you probably have it pulled up. I don't.
I can find it. It was posted a little bit ago. Let me find it. I know where it's at because the teams are.
Yeah, no, I want.
That's mine.
Yep.
That's yours. This is mine.
Yeah, it is Bauer Uncle. I'm gonna have to get a hold of him and be like, hey, I need your help prepping.
Help.
Like, what are you doing? What do I need to shiny hunt this week?
We have our nice little team logos done up here. Mine is great. That's great.
I love it.
That's
I showed it to
cool.
Tiff, and she's like, "Oh, this is hot."
That's so cool. Yeah,
I really like mine. Originally, Mafia had a Morpeko on it, and then after doing Raise, I'm just like, I absolutely hate Morpeko, and it's probably going to be like the one mon I don't bring at all. Like, I hate it. It is absolutely hideous.
But what about not being able to get shiny Urshifu?
Dude, I'm so mad. I hate it because I want it and I can't get it. It makes me... It's stupid.
I like Jay Bucci's
The
name.
Petalburg Steelers? Yeah,
I like
that's
that.
great.
I like that play on words. It's fun.
So, now what?
Let's see here. We talked about Monotype League. We have Team of the Week to cover here in a little bit. I want to talk about some of the Rumble stuff. Because the Rumble 7 is going to be Series 7, like, suspect testing. Like, it's going to be close to what we're thinking it is, but not quite exactly.
As close as we can get at this point. So we're playing on a semi-private server for Showdown that has different formats. Yeah. So they have it's National Dex DLC 2 VGC is what it's called.
Yeah, which it ends up being like, here's things you can play, and it doesn't really have a whole lot of checks and balances. I've seen 6 Max Eternatus teams. I've seen Xerneas ×5 and a Redirector. I've seen so many just random Pokemon that people are just like, I gotta be first on the ladder, and it's like, why?
Like, what does that accomplish?
What does this accomplish?
Like, it's a private server. Who cares?
Like, who cares? Exactly. Just play matches to actually learn this format. Don't just run around with fucking 10 random Mega Legendaries.
Mega Legendaries, not just Legendaries.
You can play Mega Pokemon. You can play 6 Mega Mewtwo's if you wanted to.
Oh.
Yeah, no. Mega Stones and Z Crystals pass through.
Are quote-unquote legal?
They're legal in this format because it doesn't check anything. So
that's awkward.
Sometimes you run into Mega Kangaskhan or Mega Scizor or, in my case, Mega Mewtwo ×6.
Awkward.
Yeah. So it's a lot of just like, when you find those, you kind of just forfeit and move on.
It's like, this is not worth my time attempting to play.
Yeah. I was talking with Penguin, I believe it was either just before last episode or just after last episode, looking for a Series 7 team.
Might have been right after. I don't know, man. These works just like...
These last 3 weeks have kind of just blurred together.
Because, like, there's so much going on in preparation for Crown Tundra. And it's just like, I don't know what all I want to do. Mm-hmm. Because there's so much I could do.
Yeah. I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to use Metagross, like, really, really bad. I wanted the Metagross team. And Salamence is usually, like, the best Bulldozer to go with it.
It's not bad. I will admit it. It is not bad to pair with.
It's better than Dugtrio. It may be just a little bit slower than Dugtrio, but it does more than Dugtrio, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
it's got more utility.
The fact that Salamence can actually deal damage compared to Dugtrio, just like, alright,
I did my Bulldoze thing.
Please kill me. I need a different... I want a different Mon in this slot now.
I need to die. But, yeah, Salamence being special Salamence plus Bulldoze to, like, proc your weakness policy Metagross is cool. I've seen people doing Tornadus with Tailwind and Brutal Swing to trigger policy Metagross, which is really, really cute.
I've seen a bunch of Thundurus. Bunch of Tornadus.
Mainly because they have Prankster Tailwind, which we don't know if they get.
Not only that, but it's also a very excellent check to Landorus.
Yeah.
Because they get access to Defiant, it's just like, this is awkward.
It's like, do I want to lead my Landorus and just give them a +2 boost, whatever?
Or, like, do I lead this and have them have Landorus in the back, and then kind of, like, anticipate them switching in, but, like, obviously if they don't lead it, then they're not going to switch it in, because then I have my Defiant Abuser up front, so it's this really weird give-and-take game.
Yeah, which, it's kind of like the games I like to play. This team is very, very mid-range focused, and it's kind of just like, it doesn't try to win super-duper fast. You don't max on turn 1 like most hyper-offensive teams want to, but you can if you need to.
See, I'm trying to find that good hyper-offense team.
I don't think you're going to find one anymore.
Like, to be 100% honest, this is probably the most lost I've been since I tried to play in 2018.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to find a hyper-offensive team like right off the bat anymore because these sub-legendaries, they're bulky.
Not only are they bulky, but adding in Dynamax is so huge for them.
Yeah.
And I know we've talked about this before, but I really do think that this is the best format in terms of that I've ever played. Like, the Dynamax mechanic has made 2020 VGC so dynamic because there's so many different things you can do.
Yeah.
Whereas in previous formats, it's just, okay, this is the best thing. You either play this or you beat this. And here, it's really been, there are dominant Mons, but nothing has ever felt unbeatable.
Yeah.
Or you have to play this. Or you have to, obviously, like, Dragapult in Series 5 or Series 4. In previous series, it's just like, okay, you need to be prepared for Dragapult.
Yeah.
But, like, the being prepared for it is speed creeping it.
Yeah,
like,
you just speed creep it, and then
get stuff to 107, click Tailwind.
Yeah, click
okay,
Tailwind.
now you're faster than it, bang.
You're you're faster than just for now, and then hope it doesn't have a max airstream waiting for you in the back. Or hope it's not Choice Scarf.
As crazy as it sounds, I haven't played against a single Dragapult yet.
I haven't seen very many of them. I've seen a couple of them. Most of them have a problem dealing with, like I said, Metagross Salamence Leads. A lot of them have a problem with that because they want to take out the Metagross, but they needed to hit the Salamence because otherwise the Salamence just blows them up with Draco Meteor. Like it's just like give and take. You hit both these Pokemon super effectively, but if you don't take out Salamence, Metagross is just going to get to do its thing. If you don't take out Metagross, Salamence just blows you up and it just one shots you.
Yep.
But I have a really cool team here.
Let's talk about this before we get more distracted.
So Metagross weakness policy: Meteor Mash, Zen Headbutt, Protect, and Earthquake, just for maxing, just like so you get better special defense boosts. Just trying to be bulky, max damage. And then Salamence is Focus Sash, just to make sure we at least get our Bulldoze off in case Dragapult does try to go after us. Max Speed, Timid, Bulldoze, Draco Meteor, Hurricane, Protect. Hurricane will come up in a minute. I'm not certain Hurricane's what we want to be doing, but Hurricane synergizes well with the next Pokemon Lapras being able to set up the rain for us.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, you and I were playing games with this before, and it's like, well, I need to hit Hurricane here, and I don't.
Yeah,
I need to hit Hurricane, and I don't.
So if I like Lapras sets up Rain, which is really really good. Perish Song, Hydro Pump, Freeze Dry, Protect, because I don't see a point in running Thunderbolt because Freeze Dry just hits all the Pokemon Thunderbolt.
Yeah, 99% of the Pokemon that you want it for. The big difference is having that access to Terrain Wars.
Yeah, which we have that problem solved too.
Yeah.
We're running Assault Vest Bulu down here. Grassy Glide, Coast Combat, Play Rough, Stone Edge. Hits like a freaking truck, as we found out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I believe it has 200 attack?
Max attack is 200.
I mean, that's Scizor, dude.
Like, that's
and we know how hard Scizor hits.
Yeah.
Now we're adding in, Grassy Glide is, I believe, better than Bullet Punch.
Bullet Punch gets boosted to 60 after Technician, and then Stab puts it to 90.
Whereas Grassy Glide is 70 plus Stab?
Plus Grassy Terrain. Oh,
good God. Yeah.
So, yeah, Grassy Glide is much better. We also get Close Combat to fight Steel types, and especially, get Close Combat in Gen 8. We didn't get it before. Now we have it. We can fight Steel types now.
The big thing about Bulu is it gets Close Combat, and it finally gets a good Fairy Stab and Play Rough.
Yeah.
Both of those things were missing. I mean, a lot was missing from Bulu in Gen 7.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that Bulu was easily the worst Tapu, there was a reason. Like, it had Horn Leech and Wood Hammer, and that was really all it did.
Yeah. And now we get Grassy Glide, Close Combat, Play Rough, and then we're rounding out the Assault Vest trio with Stone Edge, just being able to hit a Fire type if I need to.
Yeah, again, there have been games where you lead Bulu and you just click Grassy Glide and they die.
Yep. We took max. We hit a max whatever it was.
It was a max Cinderace for 90%.
Yeah, just
and it was resisted.
Yeah, it just takes the HP out of it.
Oh.
My other legendary I'm running that's notable is Heatran, mainly because it can swap in and take fire attacks for Metagross and Bulu. Having this ability, Flash Fire, is fantastic. I know a lot of people are running Flame Body right now, which I don't agree with.
Flash Fire.
Flash Fire is 10 times
Flash
better.
Fire is why Heatran's good.
You're immune to fire. You're having an immunity is better than maybe burning somebody.
Yep, agreed.
We get to run Heat Wave, Flash Cannon. We found out we're getting Scorching Sands.
Again, huge for Heatran.
And Protect. Life Orb, fast. We're fast. It's 141 speed for Heatran.
That sounds right. I think 141 is the number we get to. Which, I mean, that's not bad. It outspeeds quite a few things, but...
a lot of the ground types it has a problem with. It can outspeed, so I can actually do something with it. And then rounding out this team, I wanted Crobat. I really wanted Crobat.
Yep.
But because we're going to take away Tailwind off of Crobat and Zapdos because we're not sure if they get them for sure, even though...
Just for this Series 7...
testing thing.
Because we don't have access to all the information from the Crown Tundra yet,
Yeah.
We're just making it where, we're going to say, hey, if it can learn it naturally in Gen 7, or we know that it has access to it in the data mine
through via TMs and TRs,
then it's going to be legal. But Tailwind is not a TM, it's not a TR. It got access to those moves. Crobat and Zapdos got access to those moves through
Tutor.
Same as, I believe, Suicune learns it naturally.
Suicune...
I believe Suicune learns it naturally.
Level up, yeah. But Thundurus and Tornadus did not get it naturally.
So, for this tournament, we're probably going to see less of them. And if we do see them, they're probably going to be Defiant abusers.
Yeah.
But as a result, because we don't have Crobat on this team...
We're playing Nidoking.
Look, man, it has a job.
Yep. We are a fast Choice Scarf, Sheer Force, Nidoking with Flamethrower, Sledge Bomb, Earth Power, and Blizzard.
Blizzard is real cute. And it actually does its job. Like, we wanted a answer to Landorus in the form of Nidoking. And access to Blizzard means we hit so hard because it gets boosted by Sheer Force.
Yeah. Also, just like more fire coverage because Heat Train by itself isn't always like Heat Train, like we said.
Heat Train's not enough. Yeah.
Heat Train's not enough. We have Sledge Bomb for stab, Earth Power for stab. Both these moves are great coverage moves. We have just enough speed to where with Choice Scarf we outspeed Dragapult naturally. Then the rest goes into special defense and special attack. But yeah, that's what I'm bringing for the Rumble probably. What about you? You got anything yet?
I'm gonna say it, man. This is the most lost I've been in quite a while.
Let's say.
And granted, I'm trying to do my thing where I don't want to play what everyone else is playing.
Yep.
And as a result, I'm trying a bunch of cute things, and I need to not do that at the beginning.
Yep. Play. I
need to figure out what's good, so I know what my cute thing is trying to be.
Tapu Fini has been very, very strong for me. Everything I've played with Tapu Fini has felt really good.
I'm a big Fini fan. So having access to Fini is not something I'm against.
Dragonite is something I really want to try and figure out, but we haven't quite figured that out yet.
Yeah, it's one of those that we're slowly working on.
Yeah, I know you're trying to make the Hoenn starters work.
Like you were telling me before when I showed you the team, you're like, dude, just stop being cute.
Like, Sceptile and Blaziken don't really do anything. Sceptile has a terrible move pool for its stats, and Blaziken just looks at things and dies.
It has the ham sandwich syndrome, man. And
Swampert is probably the closest of the three to work.
And even still, like, you've played against it a couple times on ladder, and it just didn't do anything.
Yeah. It kind of just sat there and did a thing, and then it died.
Yeah, like, it literally did nothing and died. So, I need to figure out what I'm doing. I know I kind of talked about it, I think it was last week or the week before, where I've never played with Landorus, so I should probably figure out what I'm doing with Landorus. Because I've never got to do it.
Yeah.
I've never got to be the bad guy. I want to be the bad guy.
Well, be the bad guy.
I just don't know what I'm doing.
Best thing I can tell you is Landorus is really strong. Fini is really strong.
And like those are like Fini is a mon I've played a lot.
Probably the best like hyper offensive thing I've seen so far is something you told me about earlier. Sandrush Dracovish.
It's like a truck.
Hits like a truck, is super duper fast because now you get to just do Sandrush things. It's like probably one of the fastest things you could probably be doing right now.
And like the problem with the Sceptile build I was playing is I was speed creep to beat out Dragapult, right? But I naturally outspeed Dragapult with Unburden. But the problem is like then I proceeded to run into like Tailwind plus Chlorophyll Venusaur. I'm just like, well, that one outspeeds me because I'm not fast enough to outspeed it.
Yep.
It's like, because I have 0 speed investment, I just die to this. So
you just got to figure out something you like. Something hyper offensive and fast.
I want to play a PZ team. Like I want the Series 6 PZ team, but in Series 7.
I'm going to be real honest. I don't think we're ever going to be able to get that format back.
Which sucks, man, because I love PZ.
The whole hyper offensive format is going to definitely be gone because this is just like
everything's too bulky.
It's Series 5 plus legendaries, which is and like new pseudo legends, which is insane.
Yep.
The power spike Crown Tundra is going to give us is nuts.
It's by far a better power. Like it is a bigger power push than Series 4 to Series 5.
Yeah, for
6 to 7 is going to be much more drastic than 4 to 5.
Oh yeah. Granted, 4 to 5 is very warping because it was just like here's your HA starters and here's all this other new stuff. But it wasn't like, here's Metagross, Dragonite, Garchomp, Legendaries,
Heatran. All the ones that have been historically good?
Here they all are in one cute little package for you.
Have fun. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck and Godspeed to you.
So we're excited for Crown Tundra.
I really am. I don't want to make it seem like I'm just sitting here complaining that I don't know what I'm doing, because in reality, I don't. But that doesn't always mean a bad thing. Exactly. So, historically, hyper offensive teams are good at the beginning of the format because it allows you to dictate what is the thing that you need to be able to beat. Yeah. It is the thing that can get in under you and beat you to death before you ever get to set up. And that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out now is, what is the best thing to get in under people and just run them over? Typically, with your hyper offense teams, you don't want to set up you typically don't want to have a setup move because that's a turn away from dealing damage. Yeah. You just want to dish out as much damage as you possibly can as early as you can, which is what makes PZ such a big threat in Series 6 is it Dynamax and runs you over. Yep. If you're outspeeding it, well, the next turn you're not. And if you were outspeeding it, you need to be able to outspeed it with both your Pokemon and be able to take it out before it takes out one of them and leaves the other one stranded. Yep. And that's the big thing right now is because we're adding in so many legendaries that are all going to be legal all at once, it's just like, okay, what's the Dynamax thing that instantly Dynamaxes and wins you the game? If it's left unchecked. And I haven't found anything yet.
A lot of people think it's going to be Tapu Koko. I've seen that a lot. We don't know exactly what the Galarian Birds and the new Reggies are going to do for us.
And that's one of the things is they're not added to this private server because we don't
have any info.
We literally know their typings and their abilities. And that's it.
We don't have any base stats. We don't have anything like that. We don't have move pulls. So it's hard to actually get the new stuff in there. Again, another one's Galarian Slowbro. We don't know what it does. Granted, it's probably not going to do anything in this format. It's going to probably go the same. I guess it's Slowbro. It's Slowking. Galarian Slowking.
Which, I'm going to be honest, I don't think it's good.
It's probably not going to do anything compared to what... Slowbro actually has a niche, a little bit of a use. Slowking is weird. Can we just talk about how Slowking is weird?
I don't think it's good.
The ability, whatever it is cute. The whole reset stats when it enters. That's cool. I like that. That's really cute.
It is, yes.
But
cute doesn't always mean good. As you have tried to beat into me over the last forever, cute doesn't mean good.
That is true. But yeah, we're just kind of I do what I wanted to do immediately, with Metagross. I really wanted to play with Metagross and whatnot. We just need to find something for you to play.
Yep. And it may be that I sit out and wait for you all to figure it out and then go from there, but that sounds way less fun.
Yeah. I know Atomic had shared his team with me, and it's pretty close to what I was playing. I kept the Heatran, I kept the Salamence, I kept the Metagross, and the Lapras, form Encore, and then I dropped Cresselia for Bulu because I really wanted to play with Bulu instead of Cresselia. I didn't want to play slow mode. I didn't want to play Trick Room. Also, Expanding Force does nothing when you have Levitate.
Unfortunately.
And Cresselia has like 0 damage output to begin with.
Yeah. Like, its damaging move is Icy Wind.
Yeah, you're the best Icy Wind user in the game. Like,
and that's not particularly close.
Like, by far. You just have such a good support pool, and then you're just like, what Psychic type move, stab move do I run for damage? The answer is you don't.
You run a different...
just run more support moves.
Run a different mon if you want damage output.
Yeah, run more support moves. You want to talk about Team of the Week, or you want to talk about Dynamax Adventures? I
don't care. Whatever, man. We're going to talk about both, so... you have Dynamax Adventures pulled up here, so...
So, I'm super excited for raids. I miss the community. I like the Dynamax Adventures idea, and I'm hoping that it works the way I think it does.
I'm hoping it's good.
I'm hoping it's harder to just go through and just hack these things.
Yeah.
Because...
my big thing is I want them to be able to be shiny. Like, I want shinies to be more accessible in this than they are in normal raids. Which,
if you don't know normal raids right now, the thing to do is to find out your seed and go through your go through the date and do a whole bunch of
hassle. As someone who has done it, it's a hassle because, especially if you're doing it on your console, if you want to be able to quote unquote distribute them and like respin your den, you have to have a second Switch.
Yeah.
Which, like, you have to have a second Switch and a second copy of the game. Which, last time I checked, I don't.
I do.
Oh, okay. But it's a hassle. It legitimately can take, an hour to set up or whatever. And then you get whatever they give you.
Yep. So what makes this excited is like it's raid modes plus on hard mode because you don't get to use your Pokemon anymore.
Yep. You don't get to go in with your Pangoro and punch everything.
You don't get to go in with your level 100 Zeraora or your hacked shiny Virizion or whatever. You have to like actually use the Pokemon they give you. And then from there it's hope and pray that you make it through all the way to the legendary. There's a couple modes. I know that there's like, let's go find legendary mode, which is where it's like 4 stages. It's like here's a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the legendary is a 5-star at the end, and you have to beat up the legendary kind of situation. But then there's endless, where you just get to keep going and going, like the little Energizer bunny.
I actually haven't heard about this.
So you just keep going and going and going until you've lost a battle.
That's insane.
You get to keep switching Pokemon with the Pokemon you caught. I believe the difficulty increases so often after so many levels. So I think it's like level 1s for a while, and then level 2s for a while, and then level 3s for a while, and you slowly get to build up your team.
So similar to the dojo thing.
Pretty similar, probably. But I'm real excited for the Dynamax Adventures. I really hope this is
I'm hoping that they make it similar to the dojo thing, where you can just farm your ore and your Dynamax candies and everything that way, because there's going to be so much tedious.
Yeah,
that's the thing that I dislike about raids now is it just feels tedious.
Yeah. The way I understand it is you get all the rewards, and if you catch the Pokemon, you can take the Pokemon and put it on your party if you want to, because none of your Pokemon heal.
Great.
Well, I mean that's what makes it hard.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like they'd be easy if your Pokemon healed after everyone. But because you're taking rental Pokemon in, it makes sense. It's just like, oh, these aren't my Pokemon. We don't get to heal because we're in the middle of this giant cave system. So I'm super excited to see like how this all works out. I will probably spend most of my time doing these Dynamax Adventures.
Yep. So my plan for Thursday or Friday, depending on which day we get it, it's released the 22nd, but we don't know time or anything else for that yet. Mm-hmm. But if it's released early enough, I'm going to stream the entire story of it and then probably just do raids until I'm tired of looking at raids.
Which probably won't happen because it's going to be such a cool dynamic that being able to do this and go and find legendaries all the time would be so much fun. Probably need to start grinding back for Master Balls and stuff like that through Prado Lotto.
Yeah, that's one thing I haven't done, and like not having Master Balls for the legendaries is gonna be a pain.
Yeah, that's the one thing I see being a problem because raids already have a low catch rate, and if you just compound that with the fact that it's legendary Pokemon catch rate, it's probably going to be almost impossible to get these guys a lot of the time, unless they make it to where it's guaranteed on your on the main host account.
Which I know that's how it is online.
Yeah, which for certain things that is. I know there's certain the promoted raids aren't always that way.
Yeah, the promoted raids I believe are the only ones that aren't guaranteed for the host.
Yeah, which we're hoping that Dynamax adventures are like guaranteed for the host. That way, you're not having to sit there and grind through 30 million raids.
Yeah, 30 raids to get your one legendary.
To get your one legendary.
I'm excited.
I am too. I'm real excited for Dynamax Adventures and just the Crown Tender in general. You ready for Team of the Week? I have a great one for you because you're gonna be playing this one probably.
Yeah, let's. What do we got?
Does Belly Drum Charizard do anything for you?
So what's even better about this is they were talking about. So
we have a long story to tell you here.
Backstory time. The Pokesports Patreon supporters have their own chat on Discord.
Yep.
And Swede, who is one of our mods, is also a patron of theirs. And so he posted a screenshot from them in our Discord the other day saying something about we need a Pokesports versus Littleroot Lessons tournament to determine who gets to keep Swede. And so basically what that became is, okay, we need a meme off to see who can meme better.
They're working on that too, by the way. That's still being worked out.
And then from there, it became, Slacking said something about, he doesn't want just, Charizard and Belly Drum Lax and then, Riolu and something else. He's like, that's not a meme. I'm like, but what if it's Belly Drum Charizard? He's like, okay, that's cute. So...
What's funny enough is they had something like this already done up in the Pokesports podcast.
I didn't know that.
That's where this comes from.
So, after Sweet posted this, we had a bunch of guys go and join their Discord and harass them about this. As a result, they had a bunch of guys from theirs come and join our Discord.
So now we're kind of just mingling together, all mixed together here, which it's fun. It's been a blast talking with them, figuring out what's going on. We have some stuff in the works, which we can't talk about yet.
Yeah, nothing confirmed, nothing set in motion, but the wheels and the fire is burning. So
we're moving. We're making progress on stuff. So we'll have announcements probably later in the month.
This is your announcement of the announcement.
Yeah. This is to whet your appetite for the announcement that's coming up.
We're pulling a Watsy and announcing our announcement.
Yeah. So Charizard G-Max with Belly Drum, Flare Blitz, Acrobatics, and Earthquake.
So what's great about this is Acrobatics, I believe, is not only its strongest physical flying move. I believe it gets access to fly.
It does.
But Acrobatics, after you use Belly Drum, is then boosted as well, and then you're hitting with your 4 times attack, just to make it absurd levels of damage.
Mm-hmm.
99% of the time you're Belly Drumming and then Dynamaxing this, but
Yeah. You'll usually pair this with an Amoonguss here with Rage Powder, Spore, Protect, Sludge Bomb. Probably your redirection of choice right now for Series 6.
Yep, be very surprised if that's not the case. From there we have Roselia Berry, Sableye with Fake Out, Sunny Day, Quash, Foul Play. This is also great. This is something we've seen historically with our stuff that our people have done this with Sunny Day, Sableye plus Charizard. Granted, we're not solar power because that boosts special attack, and I didn't realize that in forever ago in the first draft league when I drafted Charmeleon. Week 1, I brought solar power Charmeleon that was physical. It's why doesn't this do damage like I want it to?
because that's not how solar power works.
Look, man, I brought it once, and then it sat on the bench the rest of the season. So from there, we have Assault Vest Primarina, Liquid Voice, Hyper Voice, Hydro Cannon, Energy Ball, Moonblast. I'm interested to see if there's going to be issues with Sunny Day Primarina, like Sunny Day plus Primarina, and like cutting off your damage output.
Yeah, maybe.
But then you have like Energy Ball and Moonblast to be able to put out damage too. So
yeah,
probably
you have options.
Yeah.
You're not just locked into, oh, I'm stuck clicking water type attacks all the time.
Then we have Choice Scarf, Dark Urshifu here, Close Combat, Sucker Punch, Wicked Blow, Rock Slide. Pretty standard Urshifu.
Yeah.
Choice Scarf is great. Lets you outpace other Urshifus that aren't Choice Scarf themselves. And we're jolly, so yeah, we're actually max speed.
Yeah. Last here is G-Max Duraludon with Life Orb.
I believe this is not supposed to be G-Max, is what they said.
Yeah, but that's what you're going to get, because that's what they're on Dakotas. Great. Flash Cannon, Draco Meteor, Thunderbolt, Protect. Pretty close to max HP, and is like 100 special defense. I don't know what that 100 special defense actually does for us. Not a lot.
I don't know. Our special defense is pretty garbage, so...
Yeah, so we'll find out what happens here. We're speed creeping on something, because we have 12 EVs in speed. I don't know what we're speed creeping on, though.
I don't know. Legitimately, I have no idea on this one.
Yeah, me either. Modest, which means you're just going to hit like a truck anyway.
Oh, yeah. Like Duraludon doesn't have a problem hitting hard. Duraludon has a problem lifting.
Yeah. I wonder if you're going to get to like deplete somebody. Just G-Max deplete them. Just...
Nice Sucker Punch, go away.
Get out of here.
Remember, use your PP maxes.
Yeah.
Because Duraludon's coming for you.
Duraludon is a coming. This team looks really, really fun. It's gonna be
I'm very excited for this now that I get to see Charizard.
Like Charizard Belly Drum is gonna be cute. They specifically told us this is a bad team. I was like, we know. we like playing the bad teams.
So I saw the team, like the 6 Mons. I didn't see what they were actually doing before we started recording. So I didn't realize this was Belly, just Drumlax.
Drumzard?
Yeah, there you go, that one. So it's going to be a treat. I want to do it once. That's my goal.
Yeah. In
the 9 or 10 games I'm going to play with it, I want to win one with Charizard.
We're going to find out.
It might be good. Who knows?
Be looking out for Littleroot laddering later in the week with this Belly Drum Charizard team.
Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
Yep. Yeah. We've had a lot of fun this episode. After fretting and trying to figure out what the heck we're going to talk about, this has been a lot of fun.
Carl, I don't know what you're talking about. We come prepared every week.
Gosh.
Every week we are well prepared.
Yeah, sure. We're not fighting teams of the week on the fly from Pokesports.
Look, man, if they would just post them during the week, this is everyone in the Discord's fault. They've been too preoccupied with the new stuff, which is clearly what they should be doing, that they haven't been working on Series 6.
So yeah, I don't blame people just dropping Series 6 like a hot potato. It's kind of just...
It's been one of the most fun formats I've played in a while.
It was fun.
But I also understand why people hate it.
Yeah. Yeah, like, people aren't a fan of it. It's not sticking around. It was an experiment.
And what really sucks about it is it never got the support it needed.
Yep, they got thrown under the bus for the qualifier for Players Cup 2 because they messed up or whatever they did for Series 5 instead of Series 6, whatever. And then they early announced Series 7 and it's just like, oops. All hype for this is dead
just now. Ignore this.
Yeah, now it's gone. That post is gone off the internet. So yeah. Wonder what else? What else do you want to talk about? We got a little bit of time. You want to ramble a little bit?
We could do another. We could do another one of the type quizzes. We haven't done those in
goodness,
forever.
I have not set up to record that.
Look, man, we do things. We're obviously well prepared week in and week out. I don't know why you're not ready for these.
Because I've done other things since then.
Whose fault is that? It's not my fault you're not prepared. I mean, it kind of is because I'm making this up as we go, but you didn't stop me from doing this.
What type have we not done yet?
I don't know. It's been quite a
I'm not doing water. I'm not doing grass either.
That's fair.
We did poison last time.
Maybe. I know we've done dragon. We've done steel.
We did fairy, normal. I think we've done all of them.
Maybe. I don't think so. Have we done ice?
Yes, we did ice. Because I remember trying hard to remember to cryogonal.
7 minutes. Cool.
7 minutes to do the fighting tech quiz. Okay.
Cool. Go.
Ready? Set.
Let's see. We have Poliwrath.
Hitmonchan.
Hitmonlee.
Hitmonlee. Machop.
Machoke. Machamp. That's those. I don't think what 56 is.
We'll come back.
Heracross. We have Tyrogue. And GUE.
There we go.
Yeah, and Hitmontop.
Misty Inn.
We have Combuskin. And Blaziken. And Breloom. And Makuhita.
Makuhita and Hariyama.
RYI? Why? Yeah. Why? IY. R.
You're not speaking English anymore, are you?
Hariyama.
Yeah, found it.
Yeah, there we go.
Metacham.
Metatite. And then we have Gen 4, which is Monferno. And Infernape. And then we have Riolu. And Lucario. That's Krogunk. And Toxicroak. Gallade.
That's Pignite, Emboar.
Yep. Sock and Throw. This is Girder.
Yeah,
the Girder
that's
line.
Timber.
MBUR, yeah. And Girder. And Conkeldurr. Dark and Fighting. Urshifu.
I guess I can put it on.
I'm not wrong. And Cubfu. Get those out of the way.
Crabominable. What's the free one?
Crabrawler.
Halucha. Pangoro.
Pancham.
Pancham. Stuffle. Beware. Hakomo. How do you spell it? Hakamo.
Hakam.
I don't know. Como. Hakkamo.
Hakamo-O. Carton. No. Yeah. Marshadow. Those are the Ultra Beasts, which is.
Terramosa.
And Buzzwole.
No.
Yeah, there you go. The Doggo. Zacian? Is it Steel? No, it's Zamazenta.
Zamazenta. Cobalion.
Terrakion.
Terrakion. Virizion. How do you spell Virizion? V-I?
V-I-R. I-Z. I-O-N.
There we go.
Normal fighting. I should know these Darkmons. Man, Gen 5 sucks. What's the Gen 1 ones we're missing? Oh my lord.
Oh. I heard that one.
So far-fetched, yeah.
That's an extra one.
Yeah, sure, whatever. So there's 3 from Gen 8 we're missing. A bunch from Gen 5. Fighting grass? What are these Pokemon? There's the octopus.
Oh.
The octopus that should be water.
Graplocked and Clobopus.
Yeah, there we go.
That's all of...
I feel like we literally did this one last time on video. I'm going to be so embarrassed if that's
No, we did poison last time. I know we did poison last time. We're missing one in Gen 7.
Yep, Gen 7 and 1 in Gen 8.
And then normal grass, normal fighting, grass fighting, some pure fighting, some fighting darks.
And Gen 1.
And then Gen 1, which I'll be mad about Gen 1 the most, probably.
Okay. I'm going to start thinking through Gen 1 mons. 57, 58? 56, 57. So that's before Poliwag in the Pokedex.
Yep.
That's... Oh, Mankey and Primate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Man, I'm good.
These are just
EPA,
ones,
yeah.
These are ones you just don't think they're fighting type.
Yeah,
because
they're monkeys.
Types. They don't act like fighting types.
I don't know what these dark ones are.
I'm not sure either. Try to think what the other normal fighting type is.
We got Beware.
Yeah, Beware and Stuffle are the ones I know about, and then there's this one.
Are any of the legendaries? Any of the mythicals?
I got Marshadow. Marshadow was the Marshadow and the.
We got Marshadow and Keldeo. I can't remember what else we're missing.
We got 13 seconds.
I got nothing.
I think we did fairly well for.
Yeah, 54 ain't bad.
54 out of 62. It's not bad.
That's an A, right? B?
B. It's a B, for sure.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll find out.
Scraggy, god dang it! Those are both literally in the game.
Meloetta.
See, I knew it was something stupid.
Passimian, Phalanx, Mindfu, Mindshao, and Chestnut.
What I'm mad about is 6 of those are in game. 6 of those are in Gen 8.
I don't know, like, if I remember, I never think of Meloetta being normal fighting.
Is normal grass in its other form? Grass fighting?
I
Normal?
thought it was psychic fighting in the
Is it normal
form.
psychic?
Yeah. It's like
and then normal fighting
in the pirouette, which is the other one.
Meloetta.
Pretty sure it's normal psychic.
Normal psychic, yep. Weird.
And then goes to normal fighting.
That's weird.
Chestnut is what I don't think about being grass fighting.
No, what makes me mad about that one is I'm literally playing through Y right now with it. But I haven't evolved it, so I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
Phalanx is stupid, so I don't really care about it.
Passimian is one we missed.
Passimian, like, we played against earlier before we started recording, so forgetting about that one also kind of sucks. But, whatever.
Yep.
54 ain't bad.
87%, not bad at all. Okay.
I'm glad we got Mankey and Primate.
Yeah, I'm glad we got the Gen 1s out of the way. We're glad we got the Gen 1s out.
So, I think that's going to do it for this week, everyone. Carl needs to go play his Draft League match here in 5 minutes. So we're just going to wrap it up here. Make sure you go and follow us on Twitter if you're not already, at LR Lessons, myself at CardinalNoble25, and Carl at Musical_33. Carl and I are both on Twitch as well. You can always find us there. You can drop a follow, and if you really like what our content does, you can always drop a sub at Mr. Missouri25 and at Musical. Make sure if you're not a part of the community Discord, you go ahead and join at. That link is always in the show notes or the description, depending on if you're watching on YouTube. And if you are listening on YouTube, make sure you slam that subscribe button And make sure you hit the bell for notifications when new stuff goes live. And, because, you know, there's like 47 things you can do on YouTube. Leave a comment down below of what you're most excited about playing in Series 7. If there's something in particular that you're playing. If you played in the Rumble, I would love to hear how you did, because, you know, I probably have already talked to you about it anyway, but comments are good for the YouTube algorithm, and that's great. And pound that like button. Our videos need more likes, so, you know, again, it helps us out. Make us look better for everybody. So, that is going to do it for this week, everyone. Thank you very much for listening. We will be back next week to talk some actual factual Crown Tundra.
Super excited for that.
Probably going to go into spoilers next week, so we'll make sure we comment on when we're going into spoiler territory and all that for actual story stuff. But yeah, we'll be back. Have a good one, everyone. Peace.